If you're generating a ton of traffic and a ton of leads, but you're seeing people back out in the home stretch, it might be something you're saying or not saying in your sales pitch that's causing you to lose out on conversions. So if that sounds like you, stick around because today I'm covering the 4 little words that drive sales every time. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandy with LYFE Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. Super quick, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the videos that we put out every week to help you grow your business. All right, so there are a bajillion pieces of content out there around how to perfect your sales pitch, videos, articles, everything. And while some of it may be helpful, like these videos, I also see a lot of content circling around that isn't really helpful. There is a lot of outdated information that is still being driven home today like it's the end-all be-all to getting sales. When in reality, the way people respond to a sales pitch in today's world is just different. The same tactics that worked in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and even 2010s may not work the same anymore. Let me give you an example of what I mean. If you're in sales at all, I'm sure you've heard the ABC acronym, always be closing. While this rule holds true some of the time, it's not always appropriate to follow. Some people cling to that rule like a life jacket in circumstances that they shouldn't. The perfect example of this includes a story from the early days of my career when I was fresh out of college. I worked as a sales rep for a company where we would have booths set up inside of grocery stores trying to pitch people directly on the spot on what we were selling. Yes, I was that guy. Sorry, y'all. The product we were selling ranged from pillows to heating pad kits and everything in between. And we would just walk up to people who were just trying to get their groceries and go home and just start talking to them unsolicited. We had a script we had to follow that predominantly did not let the customer speak because we didn't want to give them the chance to say no too early. So picture that. We're walking up to people who have a buggy full of food and we're diving right into how great this pillow is, and we're just continuing to talk to them as either A, they're trying to walk away from us, or B, they're looking at us confused like, who are you? What are you talking about? And when we finally did get around to asking them a question, it was something along the lines of, now do you want 1 or 3? If that makes your shoulders reach your ears just envisioning that, think about how I felt doing it and how the customer felt experiencing it. It's cringy, right? Our trainers at my old job used to drill so hard into us to always be closing, and that's why the script made us ask, do you want 1 or 3 of what we were selling, because you didn't want to even give the customer the option of buying 0. But more often than not, that sales tactic failed. People would avoid coming down the aisle we were on. Now, while your sales process is probably less extreme than what I just described, the same principles apply. Don't ask for the sale too early or pressure your lead in the name of always be closing. You may not think you're being pushy, but your leads do. One study found that while only 17% of salespeople think that they themselves are pushy, 50% of their prospects do. And what's more is 57% of people said they would be encouraged to make a purchase from a salesperson who does not try to apply pressure or hassle them when following up. 57%, y'all. Advertisements and salespeople have been around so long that customers today, A, don't fall for that pushy language anymore, and B, don't like it. As we just saw from that statistic, people do not respond well to being pressured, and they know when they're being pressured. I know a lot of people, friends and family alike, who are not in my profession at all. They're not marketers or salespeople or anything like that, and they still recognize sales language when they see it and are totally aware of when they are being sold to. With the complete online saturation of advertisements, cold calling, or cold emailing, and so on in today's world, the public has wisened up to salesy people and content, and they're auto-ignoring it now. So even if you have a product or service that you think could really help the person you're talking to, the way you address them and the way you deliver your message will determine whether they hear you or not. And this is where inbound marketing comes into play and why inbound marketing is so effective, because instead of cold calling people, you draw people into you. But I don't have time to go into all of that in today's video. Sean does have a video comparing inbound versus outbound here. If you want to check that out, I will link it below. Otherwise, do let me know in the comments if you'd like to see another video specifically around inbound marketing. But for this video, I do want to keep moving. marketing. The point of me sharing all of that with you is to drive home the fact that if you're losing people in your sales pitch, it's probably what you're saying or how you're saying it. And that could be the result of following outdated sales tactics or following them too closely. So I have 4 words you can add to any sales pitch that will alleviate those issues. But first, before I share them, here is a quick message from Morgan about our new monthly coaching program.
Hello! We just helped a small business make over $1.5 million through Facebook advertising. After managing millions of dollars of ad spend for thousands of small businesses and creating thousands of social posts to help businesses connect with their customers, we know how to get results. And we want to help small businesses get results too. So we've decided to give away our knowledge, learning experiences, resources, tools, and feedback to help you achieve results for your digital marketing efforts. If you want to learn the blueprint for success, the best practices from some of the fastest growing companies in the world, get access to all the tools you'll need, and get live expert guidance from yours truly, stop what you're doing and sign up for our coaching program today.
All right, so here are the 4 words that drive sales every time. It's up to you. I know all you ABCers out there, including my old boss, are probably like, what? But breathe. I promise it works and I know what I'm talking about. It's up to you relieves the consumer of any pressure that they may be feeling just from talking to you. Maybe back in the day, controlling the conversation and giving the lead the options you wanted them to choose between worked. But in today's world, most customers see right through that and do not like it. The phrase, it's up to you, and any variation of it plays off the I in the sales acronym FUJI. I've talked about this on our channel before, but in case you missed it, FUJI stands for fear of loss, urgency, greed factor, and indifference. Sprinkling a little bit of FUJI in your sales pitch has been known to increase your conversions. But particularly the I, indifference, not only gives the customer their freedom to choose, but it also strengthens their relationship with you in the process. Only 19% of customers said that they trust salespeople in one study. That number is likely to increase as soon as they feel like you're not just trying to sell them something to boost your commission. If you're indifferent, it implies, hey, you can buy or not. It makes no difference to me. I've already got a ton of people wanting to buy this. I was just trying to help you out. It gives shrug emoji vibes, if you will. So if you're losing people at the bottom of your sales funnel, try adding those 4 words into your pitch and maybe carrying that tone of indifference throughout your presentation as well, and see if it makes a difference in your bottom line. I'm betting it will. But all right, you guys, that wraps up everything I have for you today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell before you go, and I will see you in the next episode.